glass of water. Refreshing, sometimes beautiful, the way the light falls through it, reflects. Also the subject of many an analogy. Glass half empty, half filled. That's a subject for another blog, definitely. But today's blog, or vlog, I would like to talk about the glass of water being like a painting. The glass itself, the drawing, and the water within being the color, value, design. I feel that a strong color is only as strong as the drawing that contains it. So, if you look at a great work of art, I can tell you that the drawing is what holds it in place. Just like, let's say, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. Those figures are amazing because of the drawing, not because of the color. The color is just a supporting cast, so to speak, making the painting enhanced. But without that incredible drawing, you would not have that great work of art that we know as the Sistine Chapel. And I feel this philosophy I adopted in my own work, and I teach my students the same thing. Draw. Draw all the time. Within your painting, make sure the drawing is your structure, like a building. The steel girders is what keeps everything in place, is the plan that everything else adorns. Glass of water. Refreshing as a beautiful painting. In the beginning of this painting, there is a very refined and carefully done drawing. All the decisions of the contours are done with commitment, with no room for revision. Then the laying of color. The initial layers, or thin glazes, much like an oil painter creates an underpainting. This underpainting, or loose layers, will show through the subsequent layers. Slowly, color and surface texture are built up. Surface and detail deliberately appear, much like the focusing of a lens on a camera. All these stages are only made possible by the careful drawing, or the lines in which color and value are contained. In the initial layers of color, careful attention must be paid to value, as well as color temperature. With each thin glaze of pastel pigment, details emerge, ever closer to the finished image. However, being in no rush to get there. So here we are, approximately 2/3 of the way to the completion of this painting, Currency Number 1. Next week, I hope you join me as to her progress. So, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me in my studio this week. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the work. Before you go, I want to show you the drawing I've been working on during the day, little moments I find on lunch, during my breaks, keeping my hand busy. And like Angela said, draw all the time, makes for better paintings. Next week I want to continue with our discussion and the progress of Currency Number 1, and I'm going to be preparing a board for the next painting, Currency Number 2. So together we'll share some information. I'll let you know about my marble dust and gesso mixture on the wood that creates the perfect texture for a pastel. I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourselves.